So guys, welcome to another episode of my Black Ops 4 Specialist Guide series. Today we're going to take a closer look at Firebreak, and by the end of this video you should have a clearer understanding of how you should be using Firebreak in Black Ops 4. Firebreak has the magnificent Purifier, which is very reminiscent of the one from Black Ops 3, but not quite as good in my personal opinion. And then he also comes with a Reactor Core, which is very effective. In fact, it's so effective that it can be used through wars. So today I'm going to break this down, do some testing for you guys, just to show you how good Firebreak can be. So first up we have the Reactor Core. Now this will take around 55 seconds to charge initially for the first charge as it starts halfway, and then it will take 90 seconds there and out throughout the game. If you do have the equipment charge activated, then it will take just under 40 seconds to charge initially and just over 60 seconds to charge there on out. In terms of damage, the Reactor Core will actually kill enemies in around 2 seconds, and you get loads of points for kills with this particular device in the game, and that's why I love using it so much, because it's effective through wars also. So you'll get 25, then 25 initially. If the opponent manages to run away, then fair enough, but you will get 175 points for a kill with the Reactor Core. You just have to remember that when you are dealing damage, you are radiating yourself as well, so you have around 8 seconds before you actively kill yourself. So make sure you keep an eye on not the gauge, but your actual health bar at the bottom of the screen in the middle, to see how much health you've actually got left before you end up killing yourself. Now there is a counter to the Reactor Core, which is TACMAS, but it isn't much of a counter. As you can see there, the first person to drop their gun is Dollar on the left hand side, who is not wearing TACMAS, and then Killer drops his gun literally half a second after. So there's not much difference in using TACMAS. So the person who is running away with TACMAS may likely get away if they're not towards the center of your core, right near you. So if they're at the end of the perimeter of the activation, they may just get away. But if somebody is within your core right next to you, then I'm sorry, they are brown bread. So what kind of distance can you use the Reactor Core from? Well, I'll demonstrate it here, and it is quite a distance away, bearing in mind that you can use this to penetrate through walls. So if anyone is on the other side of the wall, this activation still will kill that person. Also, you can move very slowly whilst crouching. It is very limited movement, but you can see that is the sort of distance that you'll be able to kill somebody from. And here you see my life depleting as I start to injure myself, going to the max of the core, and eventually in 8 seconds you will end up killing yourself. Do note that once you do take out your Reactor Core, you will take significantly more damage from an opponent trying to shoot you, so it obviously retains its effectiveness. So bear that in mind when you are using your Reactor Core. So onto the Purifier. Here is about the maximum distance of effectiveness with the Purifier. Dollar has flat jacket on, because I did notice a flat jacket symbol gets thrown up, but it doesn't make any difference, guys. Flat jacket, no flat jacket, it's insta kill if you get touched by the flames. Killer has TACMAS on. Now this will show up a TACMAS symbol in game to tell you that they're using TACMAS, and as you can see, it hasn't killed him, it's taken him down to 20 HP. So bear in mind, if you do see the TACMAS symbol, it is likely that this person is going to survive unless you burn them for a prolonged period. Now the common thing that I've noticed as I've done this series is it takes forever to earn specialists if you don't get a kill, near enough all game, and it's the same with the Purifier. On average, if you have around 10 kills, you will earn this in around 3 minutes, 2.5 if you're going extra try hard. So bear that in mind, but once you've gained it, it is very effective In terms of how long the Purifier will last, it's actually quite surprising. It comes with around 50 units of gas, and this is continual use on the screen here, guys, which is not what I would advise in terms of using it, but it just shows you actually how long those units will last for. Obviously, you want to get yourself around the map and place yourself in different positions, then use your Purifier, and you'll be happy to know it will last for 30 seconds once you activate it. So now we understand what damage and stuff we can do with the Reactor Core and the Purifier. How should you be using Firebreak and how should you utilize him in game? Firebreak is great for maps like this one in front of us, close quarters combat. I really like using him on Summit. I was going to put up the 44-in-1 gameplay, but I've already put that on my channel, so I didn't want to use it again. But that was on Summit and it was using Firebreak, and basically he's an absolute beast and he's quite a nuisance actually for people who are behind walls. In terms of the Purifier, close quarters combat, make sure you're jump shotting so people find it hard to land a target, and ensure that you stand at doorways like this waiting for people, anticipate people. As you can see, my HUD is flickering like a Christmas tree light, and that is because I'm using the acoustic sensor so I can better Soundwhore people and understand where they are coming from to utilize this the best way possible, because for me, it's nothing like it used to be in Black Ops 3. You could burn enemies from a mile away. They said it's closer to that now. I don't personally agree. It is still very good, but you have to utilize it in the best way possible. In terms of the Reactor Core, I often use it, as you've probably seen within the game, when enemies are trying to get away from me, or I know somebody is next door to me, then again I will use and abuse this. If I see on the HUD that there's a UAV up and there's a bunch of people on the other side of the wall that I'm right next to, bam, the Reactor Core is coming out. Because as you know, guys, now I've told you, 175 points per kill. You will get your score streaks faster than most specialists can achieve in that period of time. And in terms of domination games and hardpoint games, this is where you will absolutely obliterate the other team. So the Purifier is great, but my favorite ability is actually the Reactor Core, and the amount of times you will get it in a game really outweighs the negatives of you taking damage for it. So just a quick recap, guys, because there's been plenty of information in this video. The Reactor Core will take 55 seconds for its initial charge when you start the game, then 90 seconds there on out. If you are using the equipment charge, then it will take just under 40 seconds for your first charge, and then just over 60 there on out. It will take 8 seconds to fully deplete the Reactor Core, thus you will kill yourself in the end, but it is very powerful. It will grant you 25 points initially, then another 25, and then for the full kill of an enemy it will be 175 points. Bear in mind that Tac Mask is a direct counter to both the Purifier and the Reactor Core, but it's not going to have that much of a significant difference if you are using this in terms of the Reactor Core. The Purifier comes with 50 units. It will last for quite a period of time, and when it's activated you have 30 seconds to discharge all the gas that comes with it. Tac Mask will have a effect on the use of the Purifier, so please remember that if you are attacking somebody with the Purifier and you do see the Tac Mask logo come up, then you may need to burn this person for just a bit longer to ensure that they are killed. Anyone that isn't wearing Tac Mask, if they do get doused in your fire, it is an insta-kill, irrespective if they manage to stay around you or try and run off. So guys, that's my breakdown on Firebreak, and if you take this information and use him just how I've taught you to in this video, you're definitely going to be a big thorn in the side of your enemies from here on out. And also, it's definitely going to help you obtain them score streaks so much quicker if you use him intelligently. Guys, there are many buttons you could hit, but a like and subscribe button, I hope they took your fancy, and as always guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.
Reactor Core active.